Welcome back. I'm Brent Meredith. With a membership greater than 2,000 and with 32 active regions throughout the U.S. and Canada, the Lambda Car Club is the largest of its kind in North America. The club's annual gathering, known as the Grand Invitational, will be held right here at Music City this year. Hundreds of classic and collectible automobiles and enthusiasts will come from all over the country on Nashville for an entire week. Here with me tonight is Lambda Car Club International Cumberland Region President Carrie Garner and Secretary David Chantafosky. Welcome, guys. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming back, Carrie. I can't believe it's been 2 years since you were here, and we're already here. It's time for the Invitational now. But for anybody that maybe didn't see us 2 years ago, can you give us a quick rundown of what the origin story of the Lambda Car Club, David?
Well, Lambda Car Club pretty much started out as Gale Car Owners Society.
Why did you change the name?
Because the acronym GoCoast just kind of didn't roll off the tongue like
sorry,
Lambda did.
That's just a great name.
But it was a group of guys between New York and Philadelphia that would always corral at some of these car shows, and we weren't really overly accepted in a lot of the regular car clubs, so it was something that was formed in the Northeast and kind of just spread out from there.
Cool. Now, Carrie, I know you got involved after you had the Cumberland region here, right? Is that where you?
Correct.
Yeah.
It had been going for a few years before I joined.
So obviously we've got to talk about the Invitational, but you guys are here all the time, so you're not just planning convention or conferences. What do you guys do as a club besides just sit around and talk about cars?
We have monthly events. We have a monthly cruise in. During the summer it's at the Sonic in Melrose, and during the wintertime it's at the Piccadilly on Murfreesboro Road.
Cool.
And then we try to have at least one other event every month.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to a car show or cruising to a steakhouse.
And I think we have some pictures too that we'll throw up here in just a second of some of y'all's events and some of the cars, but I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh no. And we've cruised down to Jack Daniels and cookouts, movie nights, just something different.
Oh, there we go. There's a few of the pictures. There we are. And I think some of these, I think you're in a few, but if you want to comment on any of these, that might be cool.
That's one of the pictures from Chicago's Grand Invitational.
Okay. Was that the most recent one before here?
No, that's been a few years ago.
Okay, and there's some folks there. I think that was one of your events that you guys were at. There's a Pride. Oh, that's Knoxville Pride.
Knoxville Pride.
Yep,
we try to attend the local prides.
Well, and I think
I believe that one was Lexington Pride.
Lexington. Okay, and there's the couple of the cars that I've seen those actually here in Nashville Pride.
That picture was Memphis Pride Parade, and there we are at the Austin Grand Invitational.
It's quite a big event. I mean, there's a lot of people that are going to be coming to town, right? I mean, how many folks I mean,
we're hoping for 350 to 400.
Everybody bringing a car, you think?
A lot of people fly. People from Phoenix, Seattle, but we're hoping for at least 200 car show cars.
So now, when is it taking place this year? I know people want to know when they can show up and take a look.
It is May the 22nd through the 27th, which the 27th will be the day of the car show at the host hotel, which is the Franklin Marriott Cool Springs, which has been an amazing hotel to work with on this event.
Now, how did Music City, how did Nashville end up getting the honor? Did the membership say, hey, we want to go to Nashville, or did you guys push it, maybe both?
We were asked by National.
Right.
Okay, so they wanted to come here, right? Yeah.
They try
to pick geographically different areas, so you draw to
makes sense.
So you don't have two of the close proximity like Memphis and Nashville's consecutive years.
Carrie, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say St. Louis was 2 years ago, so they didn't want us to host it last year, so they took it out to Las Vegas last year and then bring it back.
So you're following up Vegas. If anybody can do it, you guys can, right? So now, what does hosting the Grand Invitational entail? Obviously, besides
a lot of work.
I was going to say a lot of work. Yeah.
Booking talent. Ty Herndon will be at the banquet.
Cool, congratulations.
So he will be performing some songs there, and just trying to schedule all the venues that we'll be going to for the 5 days.
So just a lot of event planning and whatnot, but it's really cool. I didn't realize that Ty was going to be there. Is he going to perform, or is he just a car nut himself? Or?
He's there to perform a few songs.
So now
it's not a full.
Well, you
concert.
mentioned the host hotel, or there's some other sponsors. I think you want to make sure you want to thank, right?
Yes, one of our first sponsors was Dell. They came in at gold level sponsor.
Cool.
And we're very happy about that. And also, very recently, Advance Auto. They came on as Gold Plus sponsor because they are trying to do an additional event for us downtown at the FGL house.
Oh, really?
So
that seems like a pretty big get. I mean, that's a nice corporate sponsor. Do they typically sponsor these events in other cities, or?
I'm not sure who the sponsors were at the last Invitational, but Advanced Auto actually contacted us, but
really?
All the rest of them, we've pretty much contacted them. And also Street Side Classics, which is in Laverne, is also a sponsor.
Am I correct in seeing that on your website that National Cares was going to be involved or was benefiting in some way? How could you explain a little bit about that?
They're our charity of choice. We decided that with what we felt that we could draw and bring in, we wanted to share back with the community, and we talked about different gay and lesbian charities in Nashville, and Nashville Cares was our first choice.
Now, does anyone can come to the conference, right, or the Grand Invitational? How does that work? We've got about 30 seconds. I want to make sure you got some time to get that in there.
You need to be a member to actually attend the event, but anyone's welcome to come to the car show.
Okay, that's the part that
and check out the cars, and
you said the car show is on the 27th, right?
Correct. Sunday. It's during the morning to afternoon.
What time does it start?
I think it starts around 10.
Okay, cool.
10 till 3.
We're running about out of time, so I'll make sure we do a post about this, and we'll get some more info out there. But thanks for coming, guys. I'm going to try to make it at least for the car show part. Thank you so much for coming. And that's all the time we have for this evening. Until next time, you can follow us on social for real-time updates, or watch us anytime on outandabouttoday.com. Good night.